warriors, lift your feet. Higher, higher. Touch.
We jump high for the tribe.
Higher, higher. Show your strength.
Across the golden savannas of East Africa, where the earth meets endless sky, a people move with the rhythm of ancient traditions. The Masai have walked these lands for over 5 centuries, their culture flowing like the seasonal rains that guide their journey through Kenya and Tanzania's Great Rift Valley. This is the story of a semi-nomadic tribe whose connection to the land remains as strong today as it was generations ago. In a world racing toward change, the Masai have preserved something precious, a way of life built on harmony between people, livestock, and the wild landscapes they call home. The Great Rift Valley stretches across East Africa, like a scar in the Earth's surface, creating one of the planet's most diverse ecosystems. From the Maasai Mara's endless grasslands to the volcanic highlands surrounding Ngorongoro crater, this dramatic landscape has shaped every aspect of Maasai existence. For the Masai, cattle represent far more than livestock. According to their creation stories, Enkai, their deity, sent cattle down from the heavens on a leather rope as a sacred gift specifically for the Masai people. This divine connection transforms every cow into a spiritual being worthy of reverence and protection. The Maasai social structure operates through an ingenious age-set system that has organized their society for centuries. Young men progress through distinct life stages together with their age mates, creating bonds stronger than family ties. These groups move through life as one, from youth to elder status. Dawn breaks over the boma, the traditional Maasai settlement arranged in a protective circle. As the first light touches the thorn branch enclosures, families emerge from their enkaji, low houses built from mud, sticks, grass, and cow dung. The architecture reflects perfect adaptation to nomadic life. The morning ritual begins as warriors open the gates of the livestock enclosure. Hundreds of cattle stream out toward the grazing lands, their movement choreographed by years of tradition. Young herders guide them with nothing more than their voices, and the deep understanding passed down through generations. Maasai herders navigate the savanna using knowledge accumulated over centuries. They read the landscape like a living map, identifying water sources by observing bird flight patterns, tracking seasonal changes through plant blooms, and finding direction by the position of Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Kenya on the horizon. The distinctive red shuka cloth worn by the Maasai has become their signature to the world. These vibrant wraps serve multiple purposes: protection from the elements, blankets during cold highland nights, and proud declarations of cultural identity. The color red holds deep symbolic meaning, representing bravery and unity. Maasai women create intricate beadwork that tells stories without words. Each color carries meaning. White represents peace and purity. Blue symbolizes the sky and water. Green signifies health and land. The patterns adorning necklaces, earrings, and headpieces indicate a person's age, social status, and major life events. The elaborate jewelry worn by Maasai women showcases remarkable craftsmanship. Beaded collars can take weeks to complete, with thousands of tiny beads threaded in precise geometric patterns. These adornments aren't merely decorative. They represent wealth, celebrate important ceremonies, and preserve artistic traditions passed from mother to daughter. Under the shade of acacia trees, Maasai elders gather for council meetings that have governed their communities for generations. These respected leaders settle disputes, make decisions about grazing routes, and ensure traditional knowledge continues flowing to younger generations. Their word carries the weight of accumulated wisdom, The Ma language unites Maasai communities across borders, its melodic tones carrying stories, songs, and proverbs refined over centuries. Without a written tradition until recent times, the Maasai have preserved their history through oral narratives, each elder serving as a living library of cultural memory and ancestral knowledge. Maasai warriors, known as Moran, undergo extensive training that transforms them into the community's protectors. They learn to track across vast distances, identify countless plant species for medicinal purposes, and develop the physical endurance required to walk 30 miles in a single day, while guiding livestock to better grazing areas. The Adumu, the traditional jumping dance performed by warriors, represents one of the Maasai's most recognizable cultural expressions. Warriors form circles, taking turns leaping vertically with remarkable height while maintaining rigid posture. The dance demonstrates strength, celebrates coming-of-age ceremonies, and reinforces bonds between age mates. Traditional Maasai compounds reflect sophisticated understanding of livestock management and community security. Thorn branches from acacia trees create formidable barriers that protect cattle from predators during the night. The circular arrangement ensures every family has equal access to the central livestock area while maintaining privacy. Water represents life's most precious resource in the semi-arid regions the Masai inhabit. Communities develop intimate relationships with seasonal rivers, underground springs, and ancient wells. Knowledge of water sources and the timing of their availability guides the semi-nomadic movement that defines Masai pastoral life. Masai traditional medicine draws from centuries of botanical knowledge. Elders identify hundreds of plants with healing properties, using bark, roots, and leaves to treat various ailments. This pharmacological wisdom represents sophisticated understanding of the ecosystem, with remedies adapted specifically to the Great Rift Valley's unique flora. The relationship between Maasai communities and East Africa's wildlife creates a unique conservation partnership. Traditional beliefs teach respect for all living creatures, viewing lions, elephants, and other animals as part of the interconnected web of life. This worldview has helped preserve wildlife populations for generations. Maasai navigation skills rival modern GPS technology in their precision. Herders memorize hundreds of square miles of terrain, recognizing subtle variations in grass types, soil colors, and rock formations. During migrations, they lead livestock across landscapes using mental maps refined through years of seasonal movement. The evening return of cattle transforms the boma into a hub of activity. Warriors count each animal, checking for injuries or illness. This daily ritual ensures the herd's health, while reinforcing the sacred responsibility of stewardship. Every cow is known individually, its lineage and characteristics memorized. Maasai music flows through daily life, marking important moments and expressing communal identity. Call and response songs accompany work, celebrate ceremonies, and pass down historical narratives. The rhythms mirror heartbeats and footfalls, creating sonic landscapes that connect present generations to ancestral voices echoing across centuries. The construction of a traditional Nkaji house demonstrates remarkable engineering adapted to nomadic requirements. Women lead the building process, creating frameworks from branches, then plastering walls with a mixture of mud, cow dung, and ash. The low structures conserve heat and can be abandoned when the community migrates. Seasonal migration patterns follow rainfall with remarkable precision. Maasai communities track weather systems across hundreds of miles, moving livestock to areas where grass grows most abundantly. This transhumance system prevents overgrazing while maximizing the nutritional quality of forage available throughout the year. The Maasai diet reflects their pastoral lifestyle and the resources available in semi-arid environments. Fresh milk serves as a daily staple, often mixed with cow's blood drawn harmlessly from living cattle during special occasions. Meat consumption typically occurs during ceremonies, demonstrating respect for the animals that sustain life. Leather working represents an essential craft skill within Maasai communities. Cattle hides transform into sandals, belts, and ceremonial items through processes perfected over generations. The tanning methods use natural materials found in the environment, producing durable goods that serve both practical and cultural purposes. Fire-making skills remain crucial knowledge despite modern alternatives. Maasai learned to create fire through friction methods, using specific wood types and techniques passed down through age sets. This traditional knowledge ensures communities can survive independently, maintaining self-sufficiency even in remote grazing areas. The relationship between Maasai herders and their livestock transcends simple animal husbandry. Each cow receives a name, its personality recognized, its preferences understood. This intimate knowledge creates bonds that transform cattle from mere property into family members, whose welfare directly impacts the community's spiritual and physical well-being. Acacia trees provide more than shade in the Maasai landscape. Their thorns create protective barriers. Their seed pods offer livestock fodder during dry seasons, and their wood serves construction purposes. The Maasai have developed comprehensive understanding of these trees' ecological roles, treating them with corresponding respect. Traditional Maasai governance operates without written laws, instead relying on oral traditions and elder wisdom. Community decisions emerge through consensus-building processes that ensure every voice receives consideration. This democratic approach has maintained social cohesion across centuries, adapting to challenges while preserving core values. The relationship between different age sets creates a dynamic social hierarchy, where roles and responsibilities shift over time. Warriors protect and serve the community, knowing they will eventually transition to respected elder status. This system ensures smooth leadership succession while honoring the contributions of each life stage. Maasai women hold essential roles in maintaining cultural continuity. They build homes, manage household resources, create the beadwork that preserves artistic traditions, and serve as primary educators for young children. Their knowledge of plants, water sources, and seasonal patterns proves vital to community survival. Cloud formations and wind patterns provide weather forecasting tools honed through centuries of observation. Maasai herders predict rainfall days in advance by reading atmospheric conditions, allowing them to position livestock for optimal access to fresh grass. This meteorological knowledge represents accumulated wisdom refined across countless generations. The preparation of traditional foods involves techniques adapted to limited resources and nomadic constraints. Milk is stored in gourds cleaned with charcoal, preventing spoilage while adding distinctive flavors. Portable food preparations allow families to maintain nutrition during long migrations across the savanna. Maasai communities celebrate numerous ceremonies marking life transitions and seasonal changes. These gatherings reinforce social bonds, transmit cultural knowledge, and provide opportunities for different clans to interact. The ceremonies blend spirituality, education, and celebration into events that can last several days. Traditional Maasai footwear demonstrates practical innovation. Sandals crafted from old tire rubber have largely replaced traditional leather versions, showing how communities adapt foreign materials while maintaining traditional designs. This flexibility represents the Maasai ability to incorporate useful innovations without abandoning cultural identity. The star-filled African night sky serves as both navigation tool and spiritual connection. Maasai identify constellations and use celestial movements to track seasons, plan migrations, and maintain temporal awareness. This astronomical knowledge integrates practical utility with cosmological understanding of humanity's place in the universe. Drought presents the greatest challenge to pastoral life. During dry periods, Maasai communities demonstrate remarkable resilience, drawing on traditional strategies for livestock preservation and resource management. Wells are dug deeper, grazing territories expand, and communities share resources according to ancient protocols of mutual assistance. The sound of cowbells creates a constant musical backdrop to Maasai life. Each bell produces a unique tone, allowing herders to identify individual animals by sound alone. This auditory monitoring system enables warriors to track scattered livestock across vast grazing areas without constant visual surveillance. Maasai traditional sports and games serve practical purposes beyond entertainment. Running competitions build endurance needed for long-distance herding. Stick fighting games develop coordination and reflexes. These activities prepare young people for their future responsibilities, while reinforcing the physical culture that has sustained the community. The collection and storage of rainwater represents sophisticated resource management. Communities construct catchment systems using natural materials, capturing seasonal precipitation for later use. This water husbandry knowledge proves crucial during dry seasons when natural sources diminish or disappear entirely. Maasai territorial knowledge extends to understanding animal behavior patterns. Herders recognize the migration routes of wildebeest and zebra, the hunting territories of predators, and the seasonal movements of various species. This ecological awareness helps communities avoid conflicts while sharing the landscape with wildlife. Traditional ceremonies often feature the ritual slaughter of livestock, with every part of the animal utilized according to established protocols. Meat is distributed among families following precise customs that ensure equitable sharing. Hide, bones, and organs serve various purposes, demonstrating comprehensive resource utilization. The passing of traditional knowledge from elders to youth occurs through storytelling, observation, and hands-on training. Young herders accompany experienced warriors, learning by example as they guide livestock, identify plants, and navigate terrain. This apprenticeship system ensures cultural continuity across generations. Maasai resilience shows in their ability to maintain cultural identity while engaging with the modern world. Many communities now send children to schools, adopt mobile phones for communication, and participate in tourism ventures. These adaptations demonstrate flexibility, while core values and traditions remain fundamentally unchanged. The preparation of leather involves labor-intensive processes that transform raw hides into supple, durable materials. Scraping, treating with natural substances, and careful stretching produce leather suitable for various applications. These skills represent technological sophistication developed long before industrial methods existed. Traditional Maasai spirituality centers on Enkai, manifested in both benevolent and destructive aspects through rain and lightning. Ritual practices maintain harmony with divine forces, with prayers and offerings marking important occasions. This spiritual framework provides meaning and guidance that extends beyond the purely practical aspects of pastoral life. The future of Maasai culture involves navigating tensions between traditional practices and contemporary pressures. Land privatization, climate change, and modernization present challenges. Yet the community's strong cultural identity provides foundation for adaptation. The Maasai continue seeking balance between preserving heritage and embracing beneficial change. Across the savannah, as the sun sets in spectacular displays of orange and purple, Maasai families gather around fires. Stories flow like the smoke rising towards stars, carrying ancient wisdom into another night. The cattle rest safely within thorn barriers. Warriors stand watch, and life continues as it has for centuries. The Maasai demonstrate that cultural preservation and adaptation need not oppose each other. Their story reveals how communities can honor ancestral traditions while engaging with the contemporary world. In the Great Rift Valley, where humanity itself first walked, the Maasai continue their journey, carrying forward a legacy 5 centuries strong.
Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos.